All right, it's time for another walk with Tom, baby. The sun's out, so the old walking man has got to come out. Today's walk, we're starting in Sapperton, which is basically a suburb within a suburb. It's part of New Westminster. Spent some time living here, especially with the start of my homeless stint. So it's going to be a nice day for a walk, show you some spots, see what I can tell you about old Sapperton. Here we go. All right, here we go. Sapperton walk today. See this tree here? They took out a bunch of bushes there around it. Actually, that was the first place I ever spent a homeless night, right there under that tree. I was up for 20 hours, wiped out in the rain. Man, that sucked. Thankfully, the next night I got to sleep in the back of an old motorhome. Things picked up a little better from there. Yeah, old Sapperton. I passed through here tens of thousands of times. It's because of the basic places I've lived over the years in the lower mainland. Came through here since the 70s. Riding the bus was a dime back then. Man, a dime. Sapperton gets its name, which I just recently learned, from a detachment of the Royal Canadian Regiment. Engineers, they were called the Sappers. That's how they got Sapperton. Pretty cool. Getting named after some army guys. Many a morning I'd come to this 7-Eleven, crawl out of the trailer at 5:30, get my coffee and watch hockey videos. I had no water in the trailer, no bathroom, nothing. So it was basically one step up of being homeless. Camping in the back alley. It's quite the 7-month adventure, let me tell you. That's a nice quiet Easter Monday. Oh yeah, hang on. You know me and my food. Where did it go? Oh, they shut it down right here. Yeah, Fratelli's. Best brownie I've ever had. Oh. Get stoned on a brownie, that was it. The best 3-something bucks I ever spent. Man. Yeah, Sapperton, I was just reading. It's getting revitalized, as is, everywhere in Vancouver, since there's limited space for building stuff. It's supposed to be like the Brooklyn of New York City. All the youngsters moving out here because one of the few places where the property prices ain't, absolutely insane. Although I would imagine it'll catch up. It's basically got the one main drag here as far as anything retail and that. Old Columbia Street runs right down into the heart of New West, which I've taken you guys on already. See that over there? Papa Leo's Pizza. Oh, so good. And a good price too. I used to come all the way out here just for the pizza. And I ain't gonna waste my time on any ordinary multi-buck a slice. Okay, one more thing. Old bike shop here, Caps. I mean, it's one of the oldest bike shops in BC, gotta be. It's been there since I was a kid, like I said, early 70s. Man. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything here, just like all the other neighborhoods in Vancouver. You can practice your archery right while you're doing your laundry. That's nuts. More pizza. Oh, it smells good today. Several new condo things going up, which isn't bad. If you're in, there's a big hospital coming up here too. If you're a nurse or a doctor, you can walk to work, man. Come home, take a nap for lunch. The old Starbucks here. Been there many times, especially when I was living in the trailer there. Finger shift. It's a nice little park here too. Baseball diamond. Some wicked hills here too for the old skateboarder bike downhiller. Depending on where you live, you got nice views of the Fraser too, and the mountains in the background there. Big expansion of the Royal Columbian Hospital. Been in that emergency quite a few times. Big waiting list. And they just built a new mental hospital ward. The old one, man, was it old. Well, it's gonna be big. I'm tired of getting creepy looks. If I was Brad Pitt walking around, they'd be giggling up a storm. Sushi burrito. Oh, that's a new one. Guy just gave me a free blast of weed. Thanks for the medicine, brother. Yeah, it's not a bad place to raise a family because everything's so close. There's an elementary school up there. Got clinics, hospital. Nothing like living right next to the emergency. You know you're gonna make it anyways. Yes, sir. This little zone up here across the street. There's those towers up there, other side there. Used to be a big brewery here for decades. I guess they weren't making enough beer, so they sold it, and now the whole zone is called a brewery district. Little, I wouldn't call it a hipster zone, but they're trying. That down there is the new mental health wing. It's about time they built that thing, man. There's a lot of yahoos in town, guys. We need to get some help. I might be next. Yeah, I think the only thing they don't got here right now is a gym, but there's one not too far up the road. But I would imagine there'd be one coming soon enough if they put enough condos and stuff in here. So you got a drugstore, upper end restaurant, bar, food, shopping, coffee, of course. Like I said, Canada, Vancouver's like the coffee capital, right up there with Seattle. Oh man, I might have shut that Starbucks down. So a lot of those have been closing down. Yeah, there's a ton of older homes that are all getting plucked out of there. I'd imagine this sucker's next. Too valuable a spot. Yeah, some of these, this is one of the first towers that popped up in the brewery district. I remember they were advertising rental, it was like $2,000. I go, you gotta be kidding me, $2,000. I mean, you're not on the beach in Vancouver, right? You're overlooking the old Fraser industrial zone. It's like, guys, stabbing people for some cash. Well, yeah, Sapperton's got access to 2 SkyTrain stations. One's right at the hospital too. I mean, it's kind of rough taking the SkyTrain when you're hurt, but I guess if you're visiting family, it makes it easier to park and expensive. Another rip-off. It's bad enough being sick. I'm gonna stab you in the back for some parking money. Yeah, I remember this here. First time in BC, wheelchair access dental. Can't get out of your wheelchair, the guy can still work on you. Perfect. Oh man. Busy for a holiday Monday. Or quasi-holiday. The retail is probably open, but office and government guys are out. As far as I know, no post office. Oh yeah, and it's a major trucking thoroughfare. Wow, I forgot about that. And trains. Gotta pay $2,000 a month to hear that train blast off. What a rip-off. Brother. Fix that road. Walking through a minefield. Just about took out my hip. Yeah, if it wasn't for all the traffic, it'd be not a bad walk on most days. Some days it ain't too bad. Used to blast down here on my mountain bike. That was fun. Guess I wasn't gonna get run over. Don't, even though you got a waterfront view, it's just too noisy for those condos there. Way too noisy. People staring at me outside of the car. Come on, guys. Nobody's seen an old white guy before. Over there is the suburb of Surrey, the fastest growing city out here. It's getting huge. I'll be popping out there one day, take you on a peek. Oh, here we go. This here is what was left over of the BC pen, maximum security prison that ran from 1878 to 1980. That's the last little piece. There's offices in there, and there was a cafe and stuff. And I think it got sold, or it was for sale. Man, I turned that into my private house. Keep the coffee shop going. Some notorious bank robber escaped from there in the early 1900s and headed to the States. Did a movie about it. I can't remember his name. Silver Fox or something. Man, the walls were huge. 30, 40 feet concrete walls, and it looked like a pen. That was a good name for it. Just pop the mic out again. Boy. Coming to the hilly part. Man, I can almost take my jacket off. Spring is here. Yeah, New Westminster had a large population of seniors, lots of retired people, and ergo there's quite a few long-term care facilities here. I think I'm going to walk up this way. I'm going to take the scenic route upside the hill instead of getting blasted with exhaust. Make sure I don't get run over and stay on the right side. The bike's coming down. I used to just blast down here on the mountain bike. Whoa, thick, quick. Get launched out onto the flats. Skytrain. Yeah, I think these ones are concrete, so they might be a little more soundproof. There's a couple that got a huge hot tub on deck up top. Nice place to catch some rays. What are you gonna bug you? The old ghetto blaster out. When I was homeless, I thought about camping under these trees. A huge flat area, not gonna get wet. I have no doubt I ain't the only one that thought of that. The sign says bike on one side, pedestrians on the other. Then when you're coming halfway up, it switches. And what are you supposed to do? Be a pretty wild go-kart track too. Well, you got a nice view of the mountains. All the action on the Fraser River. Goes way up into the interior of British Columbia. I've been up most of it. Well, I'm sure the skateboard guys love these rails too. I'm going to be doing a Queen's Park walk too, and they got a skate park in there that I have not checked out. I forgot all about it, and the pictures look wild. I gotta get a helmet and get back out there. Do nothing crazy, but just get the feel of riding in a pole again. Oh man, I missed that core workout. There used to be a really big mental hospital here / residential school for mentally disabled kids called Woodlands. Bunch of scandals there too. I think that's the last building they refurbed and kept as like a heritage thing in memory of all those kids. Oh, we're coming. Oh yeah, I like that condo too. Big walls of glass. It's the end of our walk for Sapperton, guys. We're starting to get back into New West Prime. We're in a whole bunch more until we hit Columbian Street, but a bunch of noise from the bridges and traffic. So I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the walk, guys. Oh man, I'm cooked. That hill killed me. My knees are aching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, guys. Helps the channel a lot. Take care. Next video coming soon.